Welcome to Action Hound Media, the site and channel all about action. Life's boring, get some more action into your life. All right, so today we're going to talk about the Dyaltov Pass. Now, there's numerous documentaries out there talking about the Dyaltov Pass, but it is definitely something that drew my attention because it is so phenomenally unbelievable of what happened during that incident, and it's still a mystery to this day that I'm still like baffled by it. The Dyaltov Pass incident refers to the mysterious deaths of 9 Soviet hikers in the Ural Mountains in 1959. 9 hikers died. That's crazy. The group, led by Igor Dyaltov, was made up of experienced trekkers who set out on a skiing expedition. They perished under strange and unexplained circumstances, sparking a variety of theories and widespread intrigue. So, some of the details. The date was February 1959. The location was the northern Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union. The victims were 9 hikers, all students or graduates of the Ural Polytechnic Institute in Sverdlovsky, Russia, led by Igor Dyaltov. So what happened was, after the group failed to send a telegram from their destination, a search party was sent out on February 20th, 1959. Their abandoned tents were found on February 26th, cut open from the inside. The hikers had seemingly fled in a hurry, leaving behind their belongings and footwear. Strange that they would just run off with less clothing and cut open their tents to get away from something, probably, right? As the investigation continued, the bodies of the hikers were discovered scattered at some different locations in the area. Some bodies showed signs of severe trauma, while others had strange injuries, such as missing eyes or a missing tongue. Some strange findings with the Dyaltov Pass incident. First of all, the tents. They were cut open from the inside, indicating that the hikers might have been trying to escape something or possibly be panic-stricken. Maybe they cut open their tents to view something far away. I don't know. The bodies. Strange findings about the bodies. Some hikers were found in a state of undress, suggesting that they left the shelter of the tent quickly in freezing temperatures. The injuries found were perplexing. Some victims had skull fractures and chest trauma resembling the effect of a car crash, but without external wounds. One of the hikers, Lyudmila Dubinina, was found without her tongue and eyes, which some theorists have linked to the possibility of an animal attack or some kind of crazy ritualistic attack. The other strange thing is there was a high level of radiation on the clothes of some of these hikers. Now, there are like a whole bunch of explanations for the death of these 9 hikers. One popular one is the avalanche theory, which is the most widely accepted theory, is that an avalanche occurred, causing the hikers to flee from the tents in a panic, and some of the injuries on some of the bodies could have been caused by the avalanche, though the lack of external trauma has cast doubt on this explanation. Now, another explanation was katabatic winds, which I don't know too much about, but they're supposed to be strong downward winds. Some suggest that strong winds caused the hikers to be disoriented, forcing them to leave their shelter in a haste. This would also explain why they were found in various states of undress. Now, another popular theory is that the military were involved. This theory speculates that the hikers may have stumbled upon a secret military test or facility leading to their deaths. The strange injuries and the presence of radiation on their clothes contributed to this theory. Another interesting theory that's gotten my interest is the Yeti or animal attack theory. Some have suggested that the group may have been attacked by a wild animal such as a bear or a Yeti, although this theory has been largely dismissed due to the lack of signs of an animal attack. Of course, there's another theory that there's a paranormal or UFO connection related to what went on here. The presence of radiation, strange injuries, and unexplained phenomena has led some to speculate that extraterrestrial activity or paranormal forces could have been involved. Of course, another theory is simply psychological panic. Another possibility is that the hikers experienced a collective panic, possibly due to a hallucination or extreme fear caused by the environmental conditions, leading them to flee the tent, remove clothing, and cause their own deaths. So the Soviet government conducted an investigation, but it was closed without a definitive explanation. The cause of death was officially recorded as a compelling force that the hikers could not overcome. The case was largely forgotten until the 1990s, when the incident became a subject of public interest, especially after documents were declassified. So anyway, in 2019, Russian investigators reopened the case and, after reviewing new evidence, concluded that the most likely cause of death was an avalanche. However, many still find this explanation unsatisfactory given the strange nature of the injuries and the circumstances surrounding the deaths. The Dyaltov Pass has become synonymous with unexplained and eerie occurrences in the wilderness. Despite numerous theories, the exact cause of the hikers' deaths remains unresolved, and it continues to captivate those interested in true crime, survival stories, and unsolved mysteries. What do I think? Well, any incidents with high strangeness often involve strange entities. You have victims removing clothes, you have skull fractures, you have mutilations, you have radiation, all happening in a remote area. I think these people were terrified, cutting holes in the tents to view something that scared them. Some ran in a hurry to get away from something and left clothing behind. There's no natural explanation to me. I don't think an avalanche did this, or winds, or whatever. I think that there was an aggressive entity, whether it be a Yeti or an ET, that caused the deaths of these victims. Maybe the military was involved, since the radiation aspect makes this even stranger. Maybe the military was testing some hybrid creature, or the creature got loose somehow in this area and preyed upon the Dyaltov group. It's all very strange. It's bewildering to try to figure out what the exact cause was, but those are my thoughts, and love to hear what other people think. Astronauts Unite.